Hey, thanks for tuning in. I am doing a series of tarot cards going over all the majors. I've looked back at all of my notes, ways that I've studied and incorporated what I know about the major onto these pages. And so today it's all about the Empress. That's the number 3 of the majors. And as I state every time I do this, in case you're just looking at this video and not all of the series, just letting you know that I am reading from my notes. I'm not going to be extemporaneous. Is that the word? Yeah, because I don't want to miss anything. And I spent a lot of time making notes on these cards. So here we go. Let's get to the Empress. All right. She's the number 3. Compassion and fertility. Creation, birthing, unity, making something whole, completion. The perfection is the number 3. It's the triangle. It's the inner reality and outer manifestation and the life force that unites two. The duality brought together to make something more, right? The one, the two, the one we know as the magician, right? Coming in with the tools we need. We went over that. And the 2 being the High Priestess, using our physicality along with our intuition. But the 3 is the beginning of true manifestation. And if you take a look at my idea of the story of 7, you'll see that at this point in our journey, we are in human form and the iconic feminine. So let me finish reading this for you. So the Empress expresses female principles, right? Receptivity, compassion, softness, the mother idea. The Empress's world is lush and fertile. There is beauty, love, growth, and fruitfulness. Venus rules Taurus. She is the earth goddess nature, fertilizing her unconscious mind. Our unconscious only knows what we believe, so get to know what's going on inside. Get to know if your unconscious mind's desires are real and bring them to the surface. The Empress can take care of this situation, and she calls us to deal with it. She's growth and fertility. She symbolizes all that is female: nurturance, mothering, motherhood, birth itself, the birthing of something. She reminds us to use creative imagination and birth our reality with compassion. So I'm sure you can come up with your own words for the feminine, for female attributes. We know that this is based on cultural ideas about what this is, but it's the archetypal female. And remember too, when we look at these cards that are strictly female or male, which is coming up in the Emperor, we embody all of that, right? So we're not really literally talking just about women here. We're talking about the ideas and the ways that we all personify the femaleness in us and how that manifests and how we use it to our advantage or at times disadvantage. The symbolism, I haven't gone over that in every single card. Some of it is, maybe unnecessary, but the symbolism here I thought in the Empress was worth talking about. So as you can see, her robe in the traditional Rider-Waite, and I have that picture up, her robe flows from water, streams of consciousness. The positive and the negative are the forces of the scepter she holds. And the 12 stars on her head are the dominion of the world. They're related to the astrological signs. The heart, the dove, pearls, wheat, trees are all symbols of Venus. So there you go. Venus, very feminine. Thanks for stopping in today. If you have questions about the Empress or any of this series, let me know, and please leave your comments. Let me know if it's helping you at all in terms of understanding the majors. As I point out every week, it's not that I'm teaching you how to read these cards when they come up in a spread or for somebody's reading, but the idea with the majors is to really imbue them, really understand what they're trying to tell us. Just take it card for card and get to know these cards a little better. You can use them as an oracle at some point or use them in tarot spreads with the rest of the deck. I also want to remind folks that I will be offering how-tos, exercises is what I'm trying to say at the very end of this series so that you can understand and get into these major cards a little bit more. Remember, the majors are our wheel, our walk through life. Unlike the minors that are more in the mundane, what's happening in our life right now, the majors are a bigger picture, right? Our walk through life, what we're learning, how we're growing, what we're doing with our lives, which is really actually what Tarot has taught me, and guidance too, true for all of us, whether we have touch points with these 22 cards or not. Some of us may never touch some of these cards, but for the most part, it really is our walk through life. All right, thanks again for joining me today.